The Chamber Opera A Pregnant Pause will have its world premiere on April 12th at the Carroll County Arts Council in Westminster. With me in the studio to talk about the opera is its composer, Garth Baxter. Welcome.
Hi, glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Obviously, we are having a lot of discussions around issues about pregnancy and reproduction in the country these days, so this is a very timely opera. What led you to compose it, though?
Well, actually, the concept came during a phone call that I had with a good friend of mine, Annie Gill, and I don't remember exactly how we came around to it. But we came up with this idea of a woman taking a home pregnancy test and what she would be thinking about while she's waiting for the results. And then we turned that over to a librettist, to Elise Rochnai, and she came up with the libretto, and that's really where the subject matter dived into many different angles.
And there are three characters in the opera. It utilizes what is kind of an old trope, but I think it's very clever here, actually. This woman has one angel telling her to make one choice and another angel telling her to make the other choice.
Exactly. And it's interesting, in the early rehearsals, the director, Stephen Stroh really likes to delve into the characters. We actually thought about, are these really angels? And we really came up with that. They're actually, all three people are the main character, Serena. And these are thoughts that are going through her mind. It's developed very, very nicely, and I'm really excited about the premiere, see where it goes.
And I think a lot of us deal with that over various issues in our life. We've got one voice in our head saying do this and one saying do that, whether it's something like this or moving far away to take a job, whether to get married, all kinds of issues.
Exactly. And I think no matter where you stand on this, on the idea of pregnancy and so forth, I think a normal person would go through also a whole range of thoughts.
You say that there is no point of view advanced in this opera. How did you manage that?
Elise and I had a number of discussions, but it was really her angle from the beginning, and she's very emotional about this, and she had some wonderful things to say about it. We both talked about the idea that we don't want to antagonize people, but we want people to think. Mm-hmm. And so we tried very hard. And I only did the music. We did discuss things, but the libretto is hers basically. I had very little to do with it, but we did discuss things. We tried very hard to not preach one side or the other. Which I think is really important.
This is the world premiere of A Pregnant Pause, April 12th at the Carroll County Arts Council in Westminster. Is there a website and maybe a phone number for more information?
Yes, there is. There's the Carroll County Arts Council website itself where you can actually purchase tickets beforehand. And there's also a website for the opera, which is pregnantpauseopera.com. And that has a lot of information about the performance and the opera, the principal performers in the opera, and you can actually listen to the opening aria of the opera. For those who aren't acquainted with my music, it's very, very lyrical, very accessible to everyone. And so that opening aria is on that website. It's called The Greatest Gift. It's really a sweet song that's sung by Elise at the opening of the opera. And so you can get an idea of my style of writing. It's very melodic and lyrical.
Once again, this is A Pregnant Pause, having its world premiere April 12th. I have been speaking today with the composer, Garth Baxter. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, well, thank you so much, Diana.
For WBJC, I'm Dyana Neal.